Hey everyone, it's Rachel from Sugar Maple Farmhouse, and today we're going to make zucchini bread with cinnamon. So my zucchini are exploding in the garden right now. This is actually one of my garden ones, but it's pretty small. I just cut it in half. The other ones are massive, and they're getting that big before I can even go out and grab them from the vine. So it's happening like overnight. If you are having the same problem, this zucchini bread is a great way to use up some of your zucchini. I also have a zucchini bites recipe that I will put the link in the description for you guys below. It's a YouTube video and it's a blog post, so you can go get both of those. This bread, however, will be one of your favorite summer breads. It's so simple to make and everybody always loves it, including my kids, who I swear are the pickiest children in the entire world. The first thing you're gonna do when you're gonna start making this bread is that you wanna shred your zucchini. So I leave the seeds in. They usually pop out on their own, or I'll just pick them out, but I leave them in to make it easier. And I just start shredding just like this. This recipe uses about 2 cups of zucchini. You can go 2.5 if you want. But the biggest, most important thing when it comes to this recipe is going to be the water content in your zucchini. It can really mess with any recipe you're kind of baking zucchini into, including this zucchini bread. So once you grate enough zucchini for your bread, what I like to do is I like to put it in a strainer over a bowl. So I did this yesterday so that I would have enough zucchini for this recipe and have it all ready to go for you guys. But in the bowl, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a ton of water in there. So I like to get as much of that out as possible because I don't need any extra water in my bread. Once I have all of this kind of in here and done and it's sat for, I would give this at least a couple of hours, I still like to go in and take my zucchini and kind of press it out between some paper towels. So I can see a seed here. Pressing it out like this, you can see even after a night in the freezer, I still have a ton of water in this zucchini that can really kind of mess with the recipe. So I'm just gonna take it out, get it all out of there, and then this zucchini will be used in my zucchini bread. I'm gonna put this aside for just a minute while we get everything else together. Now I'm gonna show you how simple this recipe is. So we have a nice big bowl here. We have flour. We have baking soda and baking powder together. There's some salt. I've got cinnamon and nutmeg in here. Then I've got brown sugar. And I've got regular granulated sugar. I'm going to quickly whisk all of that together so the dry ingredients are nice and combined. Try not to have any clumps. You can see that I've got some maybe from the brown sugar, but try to get all those out of there before you add your wet ingredients, and just make sure everything is really well combined. I've clearly got some stubborn lumps, so I'm going to go ahead and add my wet ingredients. So first I have vegetable oil. You will find that I end up cooking in a lot of my recipes with olive oil. I don't do it here because I've actually been making this bread for years, and vegetable oil just works for it, so I haven't changed it out. Vanilla to round out the flavor. Sour cream to help keep the zucchini bread moist. And eggs. And I'm going to mix all of that together before I add my zucchini. The batter for this is going to seem a little thick, but it'll all shape up once it's all baked together. All right, once you have a nice consistency on the batter, you are all done. And you can get as much of the batter off your mixer as you possibly can. You really want everything to be well mixed and well combined, even though it is a thicker batter. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold in the zucchini. So I've got some of the zucchini that I pressed here. That is going to go in. I'm going to press a little more. Just get all that water out. Or as much as I possibly can. Put that right in there. All right, I'm just gonna use a spoon. You can use a spatula. Mine seems to have disappeared. So I'm just gonna use a spoon and work that into this batter. And you guys can see how that's coming together. With the extra water the zucchini added, the batter does not seem as thick anymore. Now that everything's all mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and clean up my workspace a little, grab my pan for the oven, and preheat the oven. So to prep my pan, I'm going to go ahead and spray it down with some olive oil, just to make sure nothing sticks. And then I am going to also add some parchment paper to the inside, specifically for the bottom. And once that is in, I'm going to add my batter, and I wish I had a bigger spoon. I don't know where my spoons are. So I'm just gonna add it little by little, very little by little. All right. We're gonna switch it out here. Oh, much better. Now we won't be here all day adding batter to the bread pan. As you're doing this, you want to make sure you have your batter in all corners of your pan, and you can easily do that. Get it to spread by by banging it on your counter a little bit. All right, my oven is preheated, so I'm going to stick my zucchini bread in now for about 40 to 50 minutes. You'll want to check it at the 40-minute mark, just with a toothpick or with a skewer or something like that. Go ahead and poke it into the center. If it's done, pull it on out. If it's not done, give it 5 more minutes, check it again. If it's still not done, give it another 5 minutes. Mine is usually done around 40, 45-ish minutes. Now that my zucchini bread is done, I'm going to give it about an hour or 2 to completely cool before I go ahead and slice it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that your family loves this cinnamon zucchini bread as much as my family loves it. There's a full blog post up at sugarmaplefarmhouse.com with all the details and instructions. And please make sure that you're following us and you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so you can keep up with everything here on the farm. I made this smaller loaf yesterday, and this recipe will give you either this 1 large loaf or 2 smaller loaves. I'm gonna wait and let this one continue to cool before I cut it, and I'm gonna enjoy this smaller loaf that I made yesterday. It's so crazy good. It's so moist. So good. Could either be a great breakfast or snack, midnight snack.